Hey everyone, subscribe to see more of my content, subscribe to see this lovely face, just subscribe to this channel and let's get into this. So this is Mouth in the Matter Webtoon Watch and my name's TT. So we're gonna do something a little different today. I was thinking we're going to talk about how to get top comments in Webtoon. Okay, so like I've written a good few comments in my day, actually just like past like my 100th comments maybe like a week or so ago. So I was like, shit, have I really written that many comments? So yeah, it was crazy. I think I'm on like well, I'm well past 100 by now, but yeah. So I was thinking, well, why not show you how to get a few top comments? Because like, I mean, I'm no stranger to that. I'm no stranger to that. I won't call myself a veteran or anything, but like, if you want to call me that, it's fine. But yeah, so I've gotten a few top comments. Like, yeah, not all of them will be like top, like the first one. Most of them are kind of like either the second one or the third one. But I have gotten a few like the first top comments. So yeah, it's been really cool. So I was going to show you and, share with you some of my tips to do that too. That's something you're interested in. So yeah, I think I have maybe like 10 steps. So like without wasting time, let's go on to the first one. Download the app. Download the Webtoon app. I know you can read it on internet. I know because like I get the notifications for Webtoon like in my email. So I get the notifications for Webtoon on my email. When I click on it, it doesn't transport me to the app sometimes. It just takes me to like the internet equivalent of like, oh, Safari, kind of like, oh, it's on Safari, not like on the app. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just feel like, number one, the app is way more user friendly. It's just way more, I don't know how to explain it, but it's more fluid. It's more, yeah, it's easier to use than, let's say, you're trying to navigate through Webtoons on like the internet. Like, don't do that. Download the app. It's way, just do it. Second thing is that when you create your account, save your password. This really doesn't have to do with anything. You guys could have like bomb ass memories. You guys could actually like be really good at like keeping track of what your various passwords are, but I'm not. I'm really bad at that. So what I did was save my password onto my phone. So like anytime, not that it makes you like sign in every time you go to the app, it doesn't do that. But like, let's say, I don't know, one time my phone got wiped, and then I was like, shit, you can't tell me that I lost all of that, because my phone got wiped and my email got, yeah, it was just a mess. Also, sign it up to your dominant email that you use and you know the password to, because I mean, I did that and that was what was great about it, and I was able to sign back in, and I had saved the password. I was like, shit, okay, thank the Lord, because that was a rough time. But yeah, so just do that. But if you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that. It doesn't ask you to sign in every single time you open the app. That would be crazy. So the third thing you should do is subscribe, like you should do to this channel. Subscribe right now. It's either be here or here. I don't know. I think it flips. But anyway, subscribe to this channel, TTA. You know what to do. But yeah, you should subscribe to Webtoons that you read. You know what I mean? It will give you the option to do so around the third chapter. It will just like pop up, and it will be like, yeah, might as well subscribe. Don't click no, click subscribe, just because, yeah. I really feel like you will lose the Webtoon if you don't subscribe to it, and then you'll be lost. You'll be like, shit, okay, I remember this was what vaguely happened. It was this girl. You'll be stuck on Reddit trying to find like what the fuck this is, trying to use the vaguest of terms. Probably don't remember the characters' names, all that shit. Just do yourself a favor and subscribe. Like, not only are you like helping yourself by not like keeping track of the shit that you have, because there's a subscribed list on Webtoon that allows you to like see what you're subscribed to. Now you're able to keep track of that. You're also able to know where you dropped off of, and yeah, I think it probably helps the authors as well, the creators, to know that, hey, this amount of people have subscribed to my channel. So yeah, just do so. Just do so. Yeah, and like I said, subscribe to this channel. So next thing is that you should put on your notifications. Like, I know we hate it. At least I hate it. I don't know, it's a very weird thing for you to hate, but I hate putting on my notifications. I don't know why. Well, okay, I know why. For For Instagram, I know why. Just because there was this one point in time when my mom saw a comment and it had some bad words in it. It wasn't anything bad. The comment wasn't bad. It just had some curse words in it. And my mom just went full Nigerian mother. She was like, Titi, you know, if you let all these words, all these things kind of like enter your soul, yeah, I was like, I don't need that energy. I just removed notifications from that. When I eventually got Snapchat, I did not put on my notifications for that either, just because, yeah, I don't need to distract myself more than I already do, and I really distract myself. It's so bad on my phone. So yeah, I only really have notifications on for, let's say, iMessage, WhatsApp, because that's how my parents reach me, Outlook now, which was just previously as I got into university, because that's like the main that's like the email server where like my school email is. So I was like, oh well, I gotta keep track of what's happening. So yeah, I have that, and Webtoon. So you know where my priorities lie, you know what I mean? So it's just like stuff so my parents can reach me, school and Webtoon. So it's crazy. Yeah, so yeah, but that's how serious it is. Just put on notifications for it. Number 5, you have to get the timing right. Different people update at different, at least I think they do. They update at different times. Times as in like actual time. I don't mean like days, because we already know people, they all update at different days. So you have to know that. Number 1, you have to be like, oh okay, I know this comic is probably going to update at this so and so and so forth day. Some could update every few days. I've noticed quite a fresh crop of like Webtoons nowadays. They're updating like every 2 days or so. They could update once a week maybe, but you have to get the timing right. Is it 2 a.m. in the morning? Is it like, oh, midday? I doubt it. For some reason I always see them update either let's say later in the day or early in the morning. I think that's what I've been noticing for the kind of Webtoons I've been subscribed to. It could be really different to yours, but yeah, I'm not saying stay awake in the morning. I'm not saying be up until 3 a.m. in the morning, eyes blurry, eyes hurting, your eyes are wincing against the lights of your phone. I'm not saying do any of that shit, but if you're awake at that time, might as well just keep your phone close. Maybe you're studying, maybe you're watching Netflix, maybe you're procrastinating, maybe you're watching YouTube, maybe you're watching this. If you are, subscribe. But sounds really insufferable. I'm sorry, I'll chill on that. But yeah, what I'm saying is that yeah, you have to get the timing right, because timing is crucial. The timing is crucial. As soon as you see that notification, like, you have to be on that, you know, which gets into number 6. You have to click immediately. Like when you tap on the comic, when you click on the notification, it transports you to the comic. The notification will be like, oh, X Webtoon and 6 other series have updated. You click on that, it takes you to the one, or Swan or X comic has updated. You click on it quickly, it will take you to whatever page has been updated, so on and so forth. I think if multiple have been updated, because some do update, like let's say 3 different chapters have been updated of the same comic, I think it takes you to the latest one that has been updated. So yeah, once you do that, like, you probably see like, oh, maybe only 1 person has liked this comic and there are 0 comments, so you probably think you have time. No, you don't have time. You don't have time. You have to be on that shit. Like, don't waste time at all, because by the time you finish writing your comments, you see that as you finish, oh shit, the amount of likes has drastically jumped, and there's like 8 different comments, because people are trying to do the same thing as you. They clicked on that shit and they're trying to comment. So yeah, when you do that, oh yeah. Oh, also it's dependent on the popularity of the Webtoon. If it's a Webtoon that's not as popular, you know, it hasn't gained traction yet in the viewers and subscribers and likes, like, you can probably like chill a little bit. You don't have to be like on the ball. You can probably like but yeah, but if it's something that's really fucking popular, like it's really 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 popular, then like my guy, it's every man for themselves out there. It's like, if you snooze, you lose. If you don't get it done, like, you only have yourself to blame. You can't be wasting, you can't be dulling. Just do it. Next thing is that you have to scan the comic. You have to scan. You do not have time to read the comic. You don't have time to read this webtoon thoroughly. You don't have time to take, like, you can do that after you do your comments. Like, that's what I always do. I scan it. I scan quickly. I get the gist of it. What you're looking for is something that, like, okay, you're looking for like visual clues. You're looking for like snappy comments that you can latch onto from the characters. That's what you're looking for. You just need to get the gist of it. You can get visual clues so you can comment on. It's something that maybe the character said that sort of latched onto you as you were quickly scanning. Like, that's what you need. Or maybe, yeah, visual clues, or like something that happened in comments, or maybe like, yeah, visual. I was gonna say like, oh, maybe the character's body language, or something that's happening in the scene, or something that you noticed, that you peeped, that maybe not other people peeped. Yeah, so that falls under visual clues. Now it goes on to the type of comments. Now I've sort of noticed the type of comments that I get the highest is number one, the ones that sort of comment on the characters and the relationships. So let's say be like, oh my gosh, he's such a cinnamon roll, or she's such a cinnamon roll, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Or maybe you're shipping these characters, you're shipping two characters, X and Y. Oh my gosh, just kiss already, just, oh my, you know what I mean. Not, those ones are very generic, I won't lie, but if you're first, you probably have a good chance of like getting like top comments. Those ones are sort of generic, but yeah, it could work. I've seen them work. You could, yeah. Okay, so that's one. The second one is that it could be the type of comments that gets top. They're very snappy, they make use of puns, they're funny, they could be exaggerated. So when I say exaggerated, that means they could be all caps, lots of exclamation marks, or they could be sarcastic. Those ones, they get top comments quite a few. But this is the kind of style that I mainly use. Ones that are kind of like funny, make use of puns. I'm not trying to say I'm funny or anything, but like, the numbers don't lie, people. But yeah, but those ones, they kind of do really well. Exaggeration, you know, use all caps, use lots of exclamation. Don't be shy to use emojis. But you have to use emojis purposefully. You have to use emojis purposefully. You know what I mean? When I'm trying to allude to something, I use that eye emoji. You know what I mean? That those ones that are looking this way, looking very suspicious. Those ones when I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? That one. Or maybe I'll use like clapping emoji, but those ones I hardly ever use them. And yeah, I think the eye emoji are really, those pairs of eyes that look really suspicious, those ones I use like the most. Yeah, so that was the second one. The third one, type of comments that gets top, is one that credits the author. So maybe the author has gone away from the while, it comes back and it's like, oh my gosh, author, we missed you. I've done that actually, and I got top comments. But yeah, I promise I genuinely miss them. Or let's say the author is saying that they're going to leave. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't worry, we're going to be waiting for you. Take all the time you need, rest well, so on and so forth. Or maybe you're talking about the art style. You're like, oh my gosh, this creator's like art is incredible. You're talking about the art. You're saying this is interesting. This is awesome. This is amazing. The art style, the drawings, everything, credits, so on and so forth. This is so intricate. This is so good. So on and so forth. The plot, everything, the character work. Oh, this characters are getting really good like depth and everything, you know what I mean? Like just talking about the intricacies, you know what I mean? That kind of thing always gets, not always, but quite a few times gets top comments, you know? The next thing is, let's say you're talking about a theory. I think this is my fourth one actually, a theory. If you're proposing something that might happen, or if you're proposing a reason to what just happened, like those always kind of get top comments, and it kind of also like creates like a rapport between you and other people, other readers in there, because readers will be like, oh shit, okay, I didn't think of that. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I was about to comment that too, I think so as well. Or like, oh, you think so? Oh my gosh, that could totally happen. That kind of thing. If you're proposing a theory, the more interesting the better. Those always kind of, they are sort of limited. Well, not limited, I won't say limited, but like I definitely see more of them in, let's say stuff like mysteries or thrillers, because of course theories always come in handy. We always want to know what the fuck is happening, you know what I mean? Not to say that those haven't happened in, like, let's say the more mellow, more action, like the more kind of shit, but like those ones there's not much mystery to sort of like harpoon on. So yeah, so the next thing, I think is the fifth one, explaining something. If you explain, I know that probably sounds like similar to like if you have a theory, but if you're explaining something, because webtoons can be confusing, and if you're not understanding what's going on, you're going to be lost. But if you're explaining what just happened, you're going to be like, yeah, I think this happened because so and so forth, or no, oh, I see quite a few of, for those of you who didn't get it, or for those of you who don't understand, so and so forth happened, blah blah blah, because this person did this and X did that and all that shit. So yeah, those are quite popular, especially in, let's say something confusing happened, or let's say the author or the creator or whatever maybe didn't do such a good job of conveying what happened. So yeah, what, it could be intentional though, like I said, if something confusing happened, like yeah. So those, they do get quite a few like rapport between like the other readers of that and like the person who made that comment. They're like, oh, thank you, like, oh wow, I didn't notice that, or all that shit. So yeah, and then the fifth one is that a meme format will help you. A meme format will help you. You could be like, oh, that I just meme, that's like I just, and then it's like a hyphen and it's like you know what I mean, when you're like but it depends. It depends on what's going on. It depends on the meme landscape of our society, you know what I mean? Sometimes it'll be cool, but sometimes nah, you know what I mean? Like I remember a type of comment that was floating around quite a bit was, okay, hold my beer, you know what I mean? Hold my beer was raining, but I don't think it is anymore, just because hey, we as a society don't really use that. It's not really prevalent, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, oh, I'll talk about this part later. I'll talk about this later. If I don't, call me out, because my memory is horrible. So yeah, that kind of wraps up the type of comments that you do. Like I said, I normally do the snappy puns one, just because I'm a dumb bitch. I can't really explain shit that's happening. I'm not gonna claim to be able to explain anything. I'm the one that's confused most of the time. I only have theories. I'm out for the ride, you know what I mean? I'm just you know what I mean? So yeah, so number 9 is that, again, you have to be quick. Like I said, you have to be quick in clicking those notifications. You have to be quick in writing that comment out. Like I said, people are doing the same thing as you're doing. You can't be dulling, you can't be wasting time. Just quickly get on that shit. And yeah, that's kind of it. So yeah, if you follow those steps, you should get a few top comments. You should. Every single person should get some top comments in their lifetime. It's kind of really satisfying, you know what I mean? Oh, but I have to say, if it's fast pass and you don't have fast pass, Benny, and no, I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know, you're not gonna get top comments at all, because by the time you get to the webtoon, to that chapter, like, top comment has already been established. It's just it's firmly rooted. It's already there, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of the only thing I don't like about fast pass. Otherwise, I really like appreciate the fast pass, you know what I mean? Creators, get your coins, all that shit. Readers, you know what I mean? Do whatever the fuck you want with your money. Support authors, all that shit, because being a creator is hard, guys. Like, I couldn't do it. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's it. Some don't, like I said, first, when someone says first, like, you're hardly going to get top comments. If you say like first, you're probably not going to get top comments, just because yeah, Also, if you're disrespectful, you're not gonna get top comments. Doesn't mean you can't critique. Doesn't mean you can't critique. People really do appreciate some person's like outputs, or some person's like what they glean from what they've just consumed or what they just read. Yeah, but yeah, those, like I said, meme format also kind of important. And yeah, I think that's it. Those are my top tips. So yeah, thank you very much. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment. Tell me if you think I missed anything. Tell me if you've done some certain thing and that worked for you. Yeah, and tell me if you use my tips and those that works for you. I'll be so gassed, guys, if you use my tips and you get top comments. Like, that'll be crazy. So yeah, all right, thank you. This was Mouth and Matter. I'm TT. No, this was Webtoon Watch. I can't even get my own outro right. Anyway, bye.